Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, show time. Get on your feet. It's my time. Go time, show time. Get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
We are excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray. We have a lab. We do sports physicals, DOT physicals. We can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit cvecfiber.com to sign up.
Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Great prices sell cars, and Castrikey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrikey Auto Mart. They're good people. Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com. ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company, Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster online. Pine Cliff Printers, making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli, what can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba, Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite.
The Bees and their keeper can communicate.
We are back here live for the pack for some Lady Wolves volleyball, taking on the number 1 ranked Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish team here, coming in number 1 in Class 5A as we honor America. Again, we are here live at the pack for Lady Wolves volleyball, taking on the number 1 ranked Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. Great 5A matchup here for this Tuesday evening. I'm Coach Chad Johnson here on the call. Again, this is our 89th season calling Shawnee Athletics, highlighting our great student athletes here on ShawneeCTV. Our Lady Wolves are looking to defend their home court, where they had a great showing out last time they were here in the pack, taking on Duncan, number 7 ranked Duncan at the time, and defeating the Lady Demons in 3 sets. They then went on the road, had a great showing this past weekend, facing some tough competition and able to bring home a W. And so now that sets up a great matchup again with Bishop McGuinness here this evening. As the starting lineups are getting called, it's good to see a good amount of student athletes and fellow students here. There's still times to come out and support your Lady Wolves this evening. Bring the family, come out and watch a great volleyball match against Crosstown. Well, not necessarily Crosstown, but Bishop McGuinness, not far from here about 45 minutes away up the road and making the trip on over here to the Pack this evening, as both teams look to shake hands and get underway. It'll be interesting to see how the Lady Wolves combat the Fighting Irish's attack. Talking briefly with Coach Hunter Burnett prior to the game, he made note that the Fighting Irish do have a few athletes that committed or signed with Division I schools, and still trying to figure out which ones those are, get some information on that. But nonetheless, I know our Lady Wolves will come out ready to play and come out with the little edge, as they tend to do, at least in the games that I've seen them here in the Pack. And so it'll be a great battle. Both teams looking to come away with a 5A district victory on the evening. So it looks like both teams are ready to go. They are making sure they have all the final bells and whistles accounted for. And looks like our officials are just about underway, making sure all of teams are properly accounted for. So it looks like it'll be Bruner, Milam, McGehee, Moore, Chavez, and Smith for our Lady Wolves. And taking the floor first for the Irish with the serve, it'll be number 2, Buckaloo. And so we are underway, folks. Great dig there by Kylie Moore. And Janai Bruner opens up the score. Janai Bruner coming off a great weekend where she was named to the all-tournament team there in the tournament. And so she would be obviously a key focus for the Irish, I would have presumed, tonight, as she has been a pretty impactful player for our Wolves this year. Great dig there by Smith. Nice set by McGehee to Bruner, and they were able to catch it, but the Wolves go up 2-0. So you can see and sense that there is a lot of energy, as you would presume, taking on the number 1 ranked team in the state. And the Fighting Irish could not get that one over. So our Lady Wolves have taken an early 3-0 lead here in the first set, as Coach Hunter Burnett is up off of his seat, giving some instructions to the ladies, as Smith will be on the serve. And the point does go over to Fighting Irish on the kill there. So score 3-1 in favor of our Lady Wolves. On the serve for the Irish, so number 8, Cunneth. And the Irish put another point on the board. And not sure if you heard it, but Coach Hunter Burnett definitely knew it was out before it went out. And so that's going to be a point for our Lady Wolves, 4-2. As number 4, Kylie Moore, will be on the serve for the Navy and White. Great dig there by Moore. Couldn't quite control it there by Chavez, so the point goes over to the Irish. But Grin, early in this set, be interesting to see how both teams look to assert themselves and catch their rhythm. And that's a point for the Irish. So the score is now 4-4 early here in set number 1. On the serve now for the Irish is number 16, Laporta. Plumlee with the nice spike there. It's controlled there by the Irish. The Irish do get the point, so they take a 5-4 lead as the Wolves will look to respond here. Bruner on the spike was controlled there by the Irish. Bruner and Plumlee on the block there. So couldn't quite be controlled there at the net. So the point does go over to the Irish. And just taking a casual glance at their roster, the Irish do have several seniors on their team. It's like they have 7 seniors to be exact. Conversely, our Wolves obviously have 2. So it'll be interesting to see how that experience helps the Irish tonight as they are up right now 8-4 here in set number 1. And that one couldn't be controlled there by the Wolves. So the score, again, 9-4 early here. A lot of time left for the Wolves to get back in this one. Our Wolves have definitely seen some adversity early in this 2025 season. So not much to be rattled by, but you definitely want to try to start stringing some points together if you can. And the Irish do score there. Coach Hunter Burnett takes a timeout. We'll take one too. Remember, together we build community, one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com.
And we're back here live at the Pack after the timeout called there by Coach Hunter Burnett for the Wolves. Wolves find themselves in an early 4-10 deficit as the Irish do have the serve here. Great dig there by McGee. He sets it up for more over to Bruner. Was controlled there by the Irish. Good block there by Plumlee and Bruner. And the point goes over to your Lady Wolves. Great block there by Bruner and Plumlee, I believe, there at the net, resulting in the point as number 7, Reese Leone, checks in for the first time this evening. She will be on serving. Chavez on the kill there. Just couldn't quite keep it in play. Just a bit outside. So the point does go over to Bishop McGuinness. And they will have a sub check in for them. Number 4 checking in for the Irish. And she will be on the serve. That is junior Merritt Fuller. Point goes over to the Irish. Good block there by McGeehee and Plumley. Again, Plumley there, right there in the middle. Freshman who's been very, very poised, very, very solid this season in her first campaign as a high school freshman. Nonetheless, the Irish do get the point there. As a score, 13-5 here early in set 1. More over to McGeehee. Paints that back corner for the point. Wolves get the point there on a great volley by both teams, and McGeehee was just able to sneak that one in there right inside the line as number 9, Chavez, will be on for the serve. And that one will go out of play, so point goes back over to the Irish, and they will make subs here as well. Again, Irish coming in ranked number 1, 5A. So you have to imagine that there's probably some way you could look at that. You could definitely look at it one way of, hey, we have nothing to lose if I'm the Wolves. And you could also look at it like, hey, we've also defeated the number 7 team just last week here in 3 sets. So you have to have some level of confidence, although definitely know that it's going to be a tall task facing the number 1 team in the state, as the Irish do get the point there to take a 15-6 lead. But again, I've said it before, and I'm starting to believe it. Volleyball, if nothing else, is definitely a game of runs. One set, you could definitely find yourself in one situation. The following set, you can definitely find yourself in the complete opposite situation. So you've got to be able to maintain those runs and weather the storm, as the Irish do take a 16-6 lead here early in set number 1. Wolves will make some substitutions here as well. I believe that is number 8, Roselle Umashu, another freshman. So again, you have a couple freshmen in here right now getting some early rotational minutes, well-deserved minutes. As McGeehee with the great save gets it over the net. Plumley gets the block, just couldn't quite keep it in play, so the point does stay with Bishop McGuinness. McGuinness is very senior-laden, as I mentioned early on. They have 7 seniors in this rotation, so the experience is there. You can see, it appears that their strength, rather, is also at the front line. They have 2 or 3 players they can rotate in there as they increase their lead 19-6. Number 1 for the Wolves, that's Maya Holland. She'll get her first action of the evening right now. Yeah, that's another point there for the Irish. So, again, the Irish looking to remain atop the rankings in 5A with a win, and the Wolves are looking to upend the Irish as they have done just last week against the 7th ranked Duncan Lady Demons last week here in the pack. So we'll see if the Wolves can make a comeback here in set number 1 as the Irish do score, pushing the lead 21-6. Some substitutions on both sides here for both teams, as Irish will have some new faces checking in. Great volley there, but the point goes to your Lady Wolves. So the Lady Wolves are able to get back on the scoreboard here, and they will have some substitutions check back in as number 16, Ava Plumley, checks in on the serve, and number 5, Chrissy Milam, comes off the bench as well. Point, Irish. Great dig there by Chavez. Keeps it in play for the Wolves as Leone gets a dig of her own. And that's going to go to the Irish there. So they will be just 2 points away from taking this early set 1 here in the pack. And so the point goes over to the Irish, and they will just be 1 point away from taking this game in set number 1 here. Milam on the spike. Great block there by Milam and Smith there for the point. So score 24-8 here. McGehee will be on the serve, looking to keep this one going early in set number 1. Point goes over to the Irish. They will take set number 1. Come back live here after the break for game number 2. You're watching ShawneeCTV.
Moment. Visit cvecfiber.com to sign up.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service. All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
Go time, show time, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
So we're back here live, ladies and gentlemen, inside the pack. Again, you're watching ShawneeCTV, our 89th consecutive season calling Shawnee Athletics, where we highlight our great student athletes here. Our Shawnee Lady Wolves are down a set right now and taking on the number one team in the state, Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. Lady Irish came out with full force there and kind of took command of the first game there. And so be interesting to see how our Lady Wolves come out and regroup on set number 2. Again, Irish are number one in the state, have several seniors, a few Division I commits, and so they are number one, rightfully so. But our Lady Wolves have been, I guess, the underdog a time or two. And just last week they faced the number 7 team, Duncan Lady Demons, and took them down in 3 sets. So you have to imagine it's doable. It's definitely doable to come back and win this match here this evening. So we'll look to see how the Lady Wolves come out and regroup, as they have done multiple times this year, battling back and just staring in the face of adversity, which as a coach you definitely would love to see your team do. So we'll see how they open up here as McGehee starts us off with the set. And point goes over to the Irish. Just by my observation, the Irish do have a very tall front line. Not exactly sure on the specific heights, but they look to have a fairly tall front line there that has been very formidable this evening, as the Irish do get the point there to go up 2-0. So Coach Hunter Burnett is looking for an explanation from the official. Not quite sure what the cause for question is, but the point gets taken off the board. So score officially right now is 1-0, still with the Irish. Great volley here, great dig there by Moore. Chavez on the spike, but the point will go over to the Irish. So again, first set you saw several new faces check in for the Wolves saw freshman and junior Maya Holland and freshman Roselle Famusho check in for the Wolves. So it's good to see some fresh faces check in, get some well-deserved playing time and rotational minutes, as those will be huge down the stretch of the season, having to have some depth there, as you always would like to have. Great block there by Bruner and Plumley. However, the point stays in favor of the Irish. So the score 4-0 here early in set number 2. Good dig there by Moore over to McGee. Sets it up for Smith. Great dig. What a great dig there by Chavez. Ball was coming in hot, and she was able to dig that one out of there, but they can't quite control the return, and the point will stay with the Irish. So sub will check in. That'll be number 10, Chloe Smith, checking in for number 9, Chavez. So Chloe Smith gets her first action of the evening. Bruner there on the spike for the point. Wolves get at the score, getting on board, as we will have Aubrey Smith now serving as Chavez checks back in for Chloe Smith. So score 5-1 here early in set number 2. We'll see if our Wolves can definitely string together a few points as the Irish get back on the board with that one. Again, just the relative height of the Irish seeming to be their strength, as they have a host of athletes that look to be, I would say, 6 feet or taller. And volleyball, as you know, that is a plus to have some height, length, and athleticism, as it is in most sports, but definitely in volleyball. So the Irish will take a 7-1 lead here, and that one just sneaks over the net for a point there for Bishop McGuinness. So score 8-1 here. The second set of the evening. Lady Wolves find themselves in a bit of a deficit here, but again, game of runs. You just got to get a few of them together to string a few along, and then you can put yourself in position to take one. But the point this time will stay with the Irish. So that one sneaks over the net again, just out of reach of Our Lady Wolves. So the point will stay in favor of the Irish. And it looks like the refs will call that one in favor of the Irish. The score 11-1 here in game number 2. Still time to get out here and come out and support our Lady Wolves. Bring the kids. As that one will go out of bounds, but a great block there by Plumley and Bruner. And Coach Hunter Burnett will take a timeout and get his girls regrouped. We'll take one as well. You're watching ShawneeCTV.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Good throw, gets Bertram. And that's smashed nothing new.
And we're back here live in the pack. We have our Lady Wolves volleyball team taking on Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. Wolves find themselves in a bit of a deficit here in game number 2. Score is 12-1 as the Irish will have the serve here. Coach Hunter Burnett definitely taking a timeout there and looking to get his girls back on track here in game number 2. Great block there by Plumley, and Bruner just can't quite keep it in play. So they had it timed up perfectly on the block, and it just goes out of bounds. So the point will stay with the Irish. Great volley there, great save by both McGee and Moore as they're able to keep it in play. And again, the block by Plumley and Bruner, well timed, just goes out of bounds there. And so that is 2 blocks that they had timed up perfectly, just couldn't quite keep in play. Great save there by McGee. Over to Moore, to Bruner. Gets it over as the Irish are able to control it and keep it in play for the score. So that's going to be a point for the Irish where they will push the lead to 15-1. Again, the Irish have several seniors, and you can definitely see that that is boding well for them as that experience, especially as you get later and later into the season, proves to be beneficial. Just having some experience, some savviness, and some poise to help you out. And the Wolves will take another timeout. We'll take one as well. Remember, folks, together we build community, one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster online.
And we're back, folks, as the Wolves do get on the board there, coming out of the timeout. So we will have Ava Plumley now on the serve. 16-2 here in set number 2. So again, while it may seem insurmountable, truthfully, if the Wolves can just string together 4 or 5 straight, get themselves on a little bit of a roll, a lot can change there in that situation. As the Irish do get that one to stay in play. So the score now 17-2 here in the second set. And that one came off just a bit hot, and so the Wolves weren't able to keep that one under control, and so the point will stay with the Irish. And that one will go out of bounds. The point will go over to our Lady Wolves. And that's going to be Reese Leone now checking in, and she will be on the serve for our Lady Wolves. And that one just stayed inside, came off pretty hot there for the Irish, and so they'll get the point and be just 6 points away from taking this second set. And that one goes out of bounds, so the point will go back over to our Lady Wolves. So score 19-4. Chavez will be on the serve here for Shawnee. And she gets that one over, puts it in play. Irish do set it back up, but McGeehee goes for the nice little fake there. You thought she was going to set it up, and she just takes it on her own and puts it right where the Irish were not. So that was a great play there by McGeehee. So point stays here for the Wolves. And that one's going to go back over to the Irish on the kill. So the score 20-5 here in the second set. Despite the score, you do get the sense that the Wolves aren't super deflated. They aren't totally dejected right now. They're still fighting. They're still trying to make plays. And that's what you want out of your team in the face of adversity. You want them to continue to fight, continue to keep playing and staying together. Because that's going to help them down the road as the Irish do get the point there. So, score of 21-5. Again, the Irish coming in ranked number 1 in Class 5A. They were the 2023 state champions. Class 5A as well, as the Wolves can't quite control that one. So the point goes over to the Fighting Irish. And Coach Hunter Burnett, in his second year here at the helm, leading the Wolves to the state tournament last year in his first year, and some might say he's in a bit of a rebuilding year. I don't think that's quite how he's choosing to look at it. I know they've really been preaching the standard being the standard and excellence being the bar. And so I tend to wonder when you find yourselves in maybe these situations where things maybe aren't going your way and you're facing a formidable opponent, how do you use this as fuel? How do you go from here? Where can you really draw some inspiration, some teaching points? Because truth of the matter is, this is just another game, and they will have another game on Thursday. And not to look too far ahead, but I know that is one that they've had circled on their calendar, as they will be looking to go right up the road and facing crosstown rival North Rock Creek. Nonetheless, here, Wolves looking to keep this one going as they are taking on the Fighting Irish here. Great volley here by both teams. Plumley keeping that one alive. Oh, great dig there by Chavez, as that one goes over to the Irish. From my vantage point, it looked like that was out. Again, I'm not an official, nor am I on the court, but that one looked like it was out. I don't know if we have that one quite on replay. But for what it's worth, I thought that one was out on the Irish. Nonetheless, point goes over to the Irish, and the Wolves are able to respond there with a point of their own. So scores 24-7. Wolves battling right now as Janiyah Brunder checks back in for Leone, and Molly McGeehee will be on the serve. looked like that was a good serve. I think they called the Wolves for a rotation error of some sort. Coach Burnett obviously does not like the call. Point goes in favor of the Irish. So they will take set number 2, 25-7 here on this evening. And so we will take a break. Coming back out, the could be decisive third set. Wolves will look to keep this one going on. You're watching ShawneeCTV.
Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
And we're back here live from the PAC. Chad Johnson here on the call this evening. 89th consecutive season calling Shawnee Athletics, 23rd season overall. Highlighting our great student athletes here as we are here in the PAC where we have our Lady Wolves volleyball team taking on the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. It's 2-0 here as the Wolves are looking to extend this match just one more set at least. Facing a 0-2 deficit. And taking on the number 1 ranked Bishop McGuinness Irish as they are looking to continue in their quest at top of 5A. Again, despite the situation, the Wolves have had some great energy and some great moments over both sets. You see there was a couple of plays there that had some blocks that were well timed, just couldn't keep them in play. A couple of digs that were great hustle plays there by Moore and Chavez. And again, the Irish are just experienced, having 7 seniors. Again, talking with Coach Hunter Burnett, said they have a few Division I signees, and so that recipe would make for great success on most accounts. Janaya Bruner has something to say about that, opening up set number 3 with a point of her own. Again, Bruner coming off a weekend where she was named to the all-tournament team in their tournament there this weekend, and so we'll see how the Wolves will look to make something happen here in set number 3 as the Irish do respond with a point of their own. Again, you like the fight, you like the energy of the Wolves. They don't seem to be deflated. They are still as energetic as ever, supporting one another, which you always love to see, regardless of the circumstances. Great dig there by Smith, who gets it over to Chavez. McGehee tries to save that one to Moore. They just couldn't quite connect. So the point goes over to Bishop McGuinness. And McGehee sets it up perfectly for Milam, and I'm not sure what the call was there. The spike was great, just didn't quite get it over the net, but point will go to the Irish. And that's a great play there by Milam, getting it over. Great dig there by McGehee. Set nicely up by Moore for Bruner. And the point for your Wolves. Showing some fight here in set number 3. Great teamwork there. McGehee to Moore to Bruner. Milam was involved on that one as well, and Chavez got in the mix. So great teamwork, ladies. Good. And that one's going to go out of play there. An interesting little wrinkle there by the Irish, and just a little bit out for our Wolves there, as they weren't able to quite control it. So the score 4-2 in favor of the Irish. Great set by McGehee over to Bruner. It was controlled there by the Irish. Great dig there by Smith. What a save. And the Irish do get the point there, but was not for lack of effort. Was not for lack of effort. Smith laying out there. That was Aubrey Smith, just to be exact. On the dig, kept it in play, and the Irish were able to make a response out of that one, but great effort nonetheless there by Smith. Chavez does get it over. And that one goes out of bounds, so the point will come over to our Lady Wolves. And he only gets the set over, just couldn't quite keep it in place. So that one go out of bounds. Point will go over to the Irish. So it's a 6-3 lead for Bishop McGuinness here early in third set. Again, Irish looking to close out the day here in 3 sets, while our Lady Wolves are looking just to keep this thing going and push it to 4, potentially 5 sets if they can. That's a great volley there, and great effort by the Wolves, as the point will stay in favor of the Wolves. So early back and forth battle here. Great block there by Plumlee. Plumlee, again, the freshman middle blocker, just timed it up perfectly and gets the point. So the score 7-5 here in set number 3, as Chavez will be on the serve, and That one doesn't quite get over the net, so the point will go back over to the Irish. And the Irish will have a few new players checking back in for the green and black. And that one goes out of bounds on the serve, so the point comes back over to our Lady Wolves. 8-6 here, ladies and gentlemen, in set number 3. In the Wolves looking to keep this match going, staying alive here in the third set. Plumley there on the serve. Great serve there. I think that is the first ace as well, as Coach Hunter Burnett does his dance alongside Janiyah Bruner. So the score, 8-7 here in set number 3. Wolves looking to make this one interesting. Great stave there by Plumley. Couldn't quite be controlled though, as Smith just a bit short on the spike there. But a great volley, great effort there by Plumley and Smith. Point goes over to the Irish. 9-7 here in set number 3. Chavez will get the dig there and couldn't quite control that one. Came in a little hot, and point goes over to the Irish. Coach Burnett telling Chavez just to get a little bit more under that one, and she'd be able to control it. Smith gets that one over. Milam and McGehee on the block. Couldn't quite be controlled there. Reese Leona with a great effort there on the dig. Just a little bit short. So the point goes over to Bishop McGuinness, as they will stay with the service. Leone digs that one out over to McGehee, to Moore, who gets it over. Chavez couldn't quite control that one, but effort was there, just couldn't quite get the technique where she wanted it. So scores 12-7 here. And that one just paints the inside corner there on the back right. So they'll have a sub checking in, number 10, Chloe Smith, for number 9, Chavez. And the score's 13-7. And the Wolves not quite out of it yet. Just need a few points here just to kind of get things going, as the Irish do get the score there. And that one goes out of bounds, so the point will stay with the Navy and White. Lady Wolves looking to string a few points together. 14-8 here, third set, as Molly McGehee will be on the serve now. Great effort there by Smith and Milam, as Bruner gets it over. Just couldn't quite keep it in play, but phenomenal effort there. Smith and Milam lay out for that one. As Coach Hunter Burnett is directing some orders at his team here, imploring them to continue to fight here. Great effort there by Milam on the save. Kept in play by Smith over to McGee, who gets it over the net. And that one's going to go out of bounds, so the point will go over to Our Lady Wolves. So again, 9-15. The Wolves can string a few points together, make things interesting here. Does look like the Irish, for what it's worth, have sat a few of their seniors and other players, giving some other players some run. Nonetheless, they are still mixing in some other players, but I have not seen 13 Gardner in this third set, who has been formidable in that front line. So you wonder if her night is done, as the Irish have a 16-9 lead here in the third set. Janai Bruner looking to make it interesting as she gets a point of her own, hitting that patented left-hand spike and doing her dance there. So the score is 10-16. Wolves will still be on the serve, and that is number 4, the libero, that's Kylie Moore, excuse me. She'll be on the serve, getting it over for the Wolves. And the response there by the Irish for the point. So again, Lady Wolves battling here in the third set, looking to keep their evening going against the number 1 ranked Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish, as Janai Bruner gets that one over. Kept in play there by McGehee and Smith. Good dig there by Smith, just couldn't quite control it. That one had some heat on it, but she got there for the dig, just couldn't quite control it. So the point will go over to the Irish, and they will be just 7 points away from taking this third and what would be the final set of the evening. McGehee over to Bruner, and she gets the spike and kill. So the score 18-11 as Reese Leone checks in for Bruner. And she will look to be on for the serve there. And as she comes off, Coach Hunter Burnett employing her to open up a little bit more on the spike and really just let it fly and let it go. And if you've watched Bruner play, she has a mean left-hand spike. And I think Coach Hunter Burnett is wanting her to really just let that one open up a little bit more. Wolves do get the point there as Leone stays on the service. 18-12 here in the third set. Great dig there by Leone and Moore as Moore makes another play there, laying out and just leaving it all out there as the Wolves aren't able to control that one, but you love to see the effort there by Leone and Moore almost actually colliding together, but nonetheless making the play on that back line there for the Wolves. So the score 19-12 in set number 3. Again, this is ShawneeCTV, our 89th consecutive season calling Shawnee Athletics, where it's our 23rd overall season here. It's been a pleasure just getting to know some of these young ladies and these athletes here who are not only athletes but great students here at Shawnee High School. Had the honor of getting to be around them, obviously here in the gym, sharing the space, getting to know Coach Hunter Burnett and his staff. They are looking to make another run to the state tournament. Obviously, having lost some seniors from this past year and returning only a couple seniors. Looking to pick back up where they left off last year as the Irish do take a 21-12 lead here in the third set. But you have to like what you see from the Wolves just as a team, the mixture of youth and experience and returners and some new faces. There's a lot to be excited for both this year and for the years to come for Coach Hunter Burnett. Score is 21-13 here. Lady Wolves fighting here in the third set, looking to just keep their evening alive. Great volley here by both teams. Wolves battling. And just couldn't quite keep that one in play. Sails past the back line there. So score 22-13 here in the final set, or what could potentially be the final set for the Lady Wolves. Definitely have shown some fight here in this third set. Great dig there by Moore. That one had some heat on it. She keeps it in play and is able to get rewarded for the point there. 14-22. Our Lady Wolves are battling. So you just hope that we can string a few together. Maybe bring this thing within 4 or 5. Put a little pressure on the Irish. And the Irish say not so fast, as they are able to put that one on the board there. So the score 23-14. Irish just 2 points away from taking this one. I will say I have seen stranger things happen. And our Lady Wolves have shown some resiliency in the face of adversity thus far this year. So anything is possible. Anything is possible. That one goes out of bounds. So again, Lady Wolves just finding ways to chip away. Chip away. Scores 23-15 in favor of the Irish. Molly McGehee for our Lady Wolves will be on service. And that one sails just out of bounds, so the point does go over to the Irish, and they will be a point away from taking this game, set, and match on the evening. And that's going to be your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Irish do defeat the Lady Wolves in 3 sets, taking this third set 15-25. Great matchup, great fight from both teams there. You love to see both teams competing again. Lady Wolves will be back in action on Thursday as we will head over just across the highway up the road to Crosstown Flow, North Rock Creek. I'll be there. Hope you can join us as well. We'll see you then. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, showtime, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, showtime, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
We're excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray. We have a lab. We do sports physicals, DOT physicals. We can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster online. Pine Cliff Printers, making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite.